petty all the time. I'm petty all the time.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time. Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time.
Hey y'all, welcome to another episode with the Petty Party Crew. It's your girl Crystal, aka Champagne Chris, aka Chrissy F. Baby. Please say the baby.
Hey everyone, it's just Nick checking in.
And it's your girl Paulette coming out the set. What's good, everybody?
And we have really special guests with us.
What's good, y'all?
How y'all doing?
Good. What's your name? Let the people know who you is.
I'm LilJuMadeDaBeat. Y'all might know me as an If the Beat Loud, you know Lil Ju made it.
Period.
Okay,
I'm
what's
a Grammy award-winning producer.
I know that's right. Talk that shit.
This is my road manager, Marquise Johnson.
What's poppin'? Full government.
Oh wow, yeah.
Reach out. But I'm Quis, man. Manager of Boom Squad Records. Manager LilJuMadeDaBeat as a DJ. Official DJ for Shabuzi. So, we're getting it done.
What's good?
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what's
Thank
up. That's
you.
what's up. Okay, wait, real quick, y'all. I want to play a quick game, just like a little warm up.
Icebreaker.
Okay, so I want to, a little icebreaker. So I want to do, and it just came with this at the top of the dome, so no judgments here. So I want to do just give us a tagline, like a producer tagline, and then you sing the first song that comes to your head. So I'll give y'all a producer tagline, or somebody can come up with a producer tagline. So obviously, let's say the first song that comes to your mind when you hear Mike Will Made It. Anybody?
With
5
my J's on. That's somebody's song.
Somebody's song.
With my J's. Mike
It's
will kind of went
crazy 'cause for me,
mainstream.
I think of Bankroll Fresh.
Okay.
All I think of is that song with Nikki and
Mike
NBA.
Will made it. With the speed belt. Oh, that's my song.
Bro, Mike Will got a million songs.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
thinking about the one with Ray Sherman and Gucci.
Okay.
Okay, I got another one. Okay. Metro Boomin, want some more?
Digital Dash.
Something with Future for sure. Something with Future for sure.
Anything. Karate
Wow,
chop,
Crystal.
anything.
Okay. Last one. And if the beat lied, Lil Ju made it.
Body, yada, 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 yada.
No, always body for me. Always.
That's like the first song
That
that
comes
I feel
to
like when you made that beat, you made your tag louder than
yeah.
the rest of the beat.
Yeah,
definitely.
I feel like that was a song that really, really associate. This the one. This is him and her. They're a duo.
But I always wonder that. So how do y'all come up with your tagline?
Right.
So my tagline before that is the one that's on Big O Freakish is Lil Ju made this beat.
Yeah.
So one of my homies, my good friend, he made that tag for me in 2011 when I was just like, I need a tag. I don't have no producer name.
Right.
He pretty much named me. I was just Ju that make beats, and then he put Lil Ju made this beat, and then I just ran with it.
Oh wow.
But with Megan's tag, she literally just said it in the Running Up freestyle song, and I was there when she was recording it. And as soon as she said that, I didn't tell her to say that line. I didn't even know she was gonna say that. As soon as she said that, I tapped the engineer. I was like, "Bro, send me that little cutout right there.
I need that.
I need that. I'm finna start using that as my beat tag."
I feel that.
But I waited till after the mixtape we was working on, which was Fever, the one with Cash Shit and all that. I waited till after that came out. Captain Hook was the first song I put that tag on.
Can I ask a question? What determines an album or body of work to be a mixtape or an album?
It's just the discretion of the labels and what they have contractually.
Got you. Okay, cool.
Right.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our motto.
Which is Mind or the Other.
And this is our piece where people write in and they ask us for advice. So everyone feel free to chime in. Okay. So my brother's getting married in a few months, and originally both me and my partner were invited. We've been together for 5 years and are practically inseparable. However, a couple weeks ago, my brother called me and said my partner was no longer welcome because his fiance is uncomfortable around him. For context, my partner is very introverted and barely interacts with my brother's fiance. They've met maybe 3 or 4 times and exchanged polite small talk, so I don't understand what the issue could possibly be. When I asked for a reason, my brother got defensive and said it wasn't up for discussion. He then said I should respect his fiance's wishes because it's their wedding. I told him I wouldn't come if my partner wasn't allowed, and now my family's calling me selfish and accusing me of creating drama. My mom even suggested that I just let it go for one day to keep the peace. But to me, it feels like a huge slap in the face to exclude someone who's been a part of my life for so long without a valid reason. Am I wrong for standing my ground?
So they're not going to the wedding, right?
She's not going to her brother's wedding.
I mean,
because her partner's
your
not
brother's
involved.
wedding.
It's blood thicker than water.
That's what I'm like, girl, if you don't go,
I'm people like
fallout
choosing
tomorrow.
outsiders.
Is that her husband?
Yeah.
Partner.
No. So
What
girl,
5-year partner.
Could
5
be like-
years though.
I don't give a
What
damn.
does
Y'all
that
are not
mean?
married.
Of 30 years of life versus
Your
5
brother was
years
there
of-
when you were born or whatever.
Literally.
What order y'all came in? Like, is that even a question? Oh, y'all, I'm kind of. We live in a new world now because now people are choosing outsiders over family.
But-
That's crazy.
Okay, so I do agree. Like, of course, you want to go with family, but at the same time, I would wonder, like, if they've only exchanged 3-4 conversations, what would the issue possibly be? Like, maybe like it really is just like a miscommunication thing.
Right.
I feel like they probably was weird in them 3-4
Yeah,
times.
but
That's
yeah.
why
Right.
I
I'm
never
about to
got to
say
more
like the
than
numbers
that.
don't add up.
Thank
If that's
you.
been your partner for 5 years, but your brother finna get married and they only met 3 times, like
And he don't
is
even he don't even want to
3
invite your
times?
partner. That means he doesn't see your partner as your partner. Why are you going?
Yeah,
I
I
just
know.
feel like yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, people also forget like how expensive like each plate is at a wedding. Like I'm not gonna lie, my sister just got married and there was no +1s. Like we did not have +1s because it was like, and I kind of after seeing the wedding, I was like, I feel you because I'm looking at how much you're paying for every single plate. Like
Right.
I'm
Ain't
not
eating
gonna
on
lie,
my
like,
dime.
You know what I'm
Ain't eating on my
saying?
dime.
If you ain't a permanent, you can't come. Like I'm sorry. Like if you're not husband or
Dang.
wife, like
I don't know. I feel like 5 years is pretty permanent.
it is permanent.
Is
but
it
it's
permanent? Then why are you not their spouse?
exactly.
If it's permanent,
Exactly.
partner.
It takes time.
Right.
Girl, 5 years.
So
I
you'll
am
be
not
left
being
off
with
some
nobody
wedding
for 5
invitation.
years without being married at this day and age. I don't know how old she is, but me today, I'm not 5 years and we're not married.
But
Bye.
y'all would go to the wedding, leave
Like
your
5
partner.
5 years.
5
That's,
years not
you
that
just
long.
have starting to get
I'm
to
saying
know
5
each
years
other.
was just 2019.
5 years.
That was
no,
literally just
no,
2019.
Hold on, y'all.
Y'all
5 years
act
as
like-
a 30-year-old.
That was
30 to
just
35.
2019.
That was just I was 29 in 2019. Like
No.
that was
Okay,
just,
you know what's crazy? Okay,
I'm sorry.
I feel where he's coming from in a sense because it depends on where that 5 years
Your
started.
sense of time died with COVID.
I said
that was
no,
just,
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
like if your 5 year mark started off in like your like when you were 25,
I said 5 years
26.
starting at 30. That's what I said. So for me, that's like I'm not
Yeah,
doing
if we were
that.
fi- if
I
I'm
was
35,
26, 20, maybe, but like,
it's,
bro,
it's different for women.
What's the
different,
rush?
It's different for women.
It should be the same for men. Like you can't be in your 30s
why do you want to be
dating
with
someone
someone
for 5 years.
I don't want to be with you that long.
I still don't even know my mama like
we
that.
arguing
I've
about
been
going
knowing
to
her my whole life.
the wedding. We're like, we can't even figure nothing out. Like,
So
what we
my-
talking
okay, my
about?
question is,
5
okay,
years in.
Not
So
knowing
why do
your
y'all
mom
feel
like
like
that is
5
crazy.
years is like a
Come on.
limited time and not a long time?
That's a lot.
That's 365 times 5.
I understand that, but
You're just saying a lot. Can
Think
change in
about how
5
much
years.
your
I'm
life
saying-
has changed in 5 years. It's a lot.
You don't know if you want to be with that girl or not after the 5th year. That's kind of crazy. Then you don't want her. Like let's call it spade.
I'm saying it ain't even that we don't want to be with
yeah,
her.
you do. Yeah, it is.
No, please make your point because I want to hear. I really want to understand that because how is 5 years limited though? Like that's a long time.
I'm saying, realistically, and logically,
Right.
what's gonna be the difference when this get on her finger?
Marriage
Okay.
changes a lot.
It does, but I'm saying if y'all are that locked in, what's really gonna change?
Nothing, but it's an extra level of commitment. I'm not gonna lie. Like as a woman, I feel like being with somebody
Reassurance.
it's not even about reassurance because I feel like if I'm getting married, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
wanting married, I'm probably getting that consistently. So
Mm-hmm.
that's not even the thing for me. I just feel like it kind of gives that man an extra level of commitment, which is an extra level of responsibility. Like you're kind of stepping up to the plate. I feel
that.
like it's
I feel
because it's
that.
like respectfully, like what are we doing here? Like we're either because okay, God forbid if something happens to you,
Right.
then I can't do anything. Like I can't sit on the stand for you. If something happens, like I'm not getting no life insurance. I can't help you. I can't help bury you.
Especially if y'all-
Like I'm taking care of your
Right.
kids. If we have kids together, I'm taking care of your kids, and your kids are not good. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like it's
It
just
protects a lot of
It
things.
protects a lot, and it's like it's not just a piece of paper. $1 is a piece of paper, but it means it holds value. So I just feel like it's like step up to the plate. Like what are we actually doing here?
$1 piece of paper.
It is. And so is a marriage like
I
that.
ain't never. Oh my
Right,
god! I
right.
ain't never
So
thought
that's
of it
why I'm just
that.
like, nah, we're not finna play this 5-year games. Like let's make this
to
make sense.
answer the person who
Oh,
wrote
yeah.
in though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think you should be missing your brother's wedding. That is your
yeah.
family.
Nah,
like he said before,
for sure.
blood is thicker than water. And at the end of the day, your partner has done something to rub your brother's wife wrong. Maybe it's up to you to bridge that gap, but I don't think now you should just like join your partner's
Well,
side and miss the wedding.
Technically, that's not the brother's wife yet.
That's what I was gonna say.
So technically,
Water
the
versus water.
partner and the wife, they kind of in the same little thing.
Because the brother put the ring on the finger that she has refused to receive.
But that's still not blood. You know what I'm saying?
Are y'all okay?
That's the crazy part. It's like,
well, I mean, I see. You know what I'm saying? The brother is doing this for somebody who's not blood. Why can't I do this for somebody who's not blood?
To speak to Crystal's point, he made that extra step, the commitment.
But it doesn't matter about commitment.
That commitment ain't got nothing to do with the
brother and the sister.
Yeah, that ain't got. They commitment ain't got nothing to do with me.
Think about it. Okay, imagine you are with someone, right, and you propose to them, and she expresses that one of your homeboys makes her uncomfortable. I don't know if I want him at our wedding. Like, I get weird vibes.
That's my partner, but at the same time. He was, man, this wedding is 4 hours. He gonna be over there in the corner.
But what if she was like, I don't want him there at all. This is my, the wedding is the woman's day, not your day. So
I mean, I understand that, but at the same time,
I mean,
this person has been here. Not him, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. This person has probably been here for way longer than...
So you would probably like sit them down and like talk.
Absolutely. Yeah, we got to figure this out. We got to figure this out.
The person that wrote in, like, have they even tried that?
Like, yeah, them 4 times and it was weird.
Also,
she said that bro was a weirdo too.
But at the same time, like, who's to say that like the partner? I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you're just now getting serious because you've been with them for 5 years, but it's like, what if their brother or whoever has seen them do like.
But it's your brother.
Multiple women.
But your brother has nothing to do with it. Your brother is not the issue. It's his partner.
Exactly. Oh, but yeah, if I put myself in that position and I've seen, like, let's say it was my brother and I've seen him with multiple women, and all of a sudden you want to bring one of them women that you want to call yourself serious with to my wedding, no, because I've seen you do bullshit. So to me, it's like I'm not gonna
lie.
I'm on my brother's side, right or wrong.
Yeah, it's a sticky
right or wrong, I'm gonna ride.
So brother come,
right, I'm going.
brother come, keep your girl. Yeah. Like she can't come. I don't
just know y'all coming back to empty house because y'all probably broke up after that.
If that's
what breaks us up, then
we were never solid.
Yeah, like
you should respect. Then it's like, damn, does your family even like me?
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what? That needs to happen.
But
you should really question your position.
I guess I'm the wrong person. I don't care who like me or not. If your family don't like me,
so you would still
be with somebody that
their family didn't like you.
I don't care if you like me unless you pay my bills. Like if you don't like me, okay, you ain't paying my bills.
But you didn't answer the question though.
No,
he did.
He know. Like I don't care. Like
so
if a million people say I don't like me, okay, my mama's still alive.
Right.
Like that's all I care about. My mom and both of my parents still alive. I don't
but you
care
gotta think about like
when
you marry someone, you marry their entire side, and they don't like you. That is stressful.
I mean, you really only gotta see the other side on Christmas and Thanksgiving and maybe 4th of July.
They not living in the crib with me.
True.
I don't care who like.
I think it's just. I don't think it would bother me on a day-to-day basis, but like subconsciously knowing like
as a woman,
people don't fuck with me.
Yeah,
like,
if your parents don't like me, I can't. Like
I don't like everybody.
I don't know if it's gonna affect
everybody ain't gonna like me.
Married, but like
my mama told me that early.
I feel that.
It would.
I don't know. It might affect some things because if you're like mom, like especially your mom, like you know how y'all are with your mothers.
Some moms be haters, bro.
Mother figures.
Some moms be haters.
But if they don't like you, like come on, like.
Yeah, my mama don't like girl. Then it's
think about it.
Yeah, my mama not like
about
me.
Like
it's different.
Like for example, you might bring a situation. She's like already like, yeah, get rid of her because she don't like me. But if she like me, she's like, no, work it out. Y'all should sit down. Let's mediate. Yeah, that matters.
I don't know. Like
that matters.
My mom has never. I don't know. Like I'm trying to think if I brought my mom somebody and she's like.
My
mom that would hold weight. I'm sorry.
No, my mom has, and it definitely did, and she was definitely right. So
it would hold weight.
All right, what was he from? Louisiana.
No, he was Nigerian. He's just from
somewhere.
Louisiana would be crazy.
I've never like from the outside looking in. That whole African dating scene is hilarious. Like,
it's crazy. You know what's crazy? It is. It's like a TV show, actually.
No, like
what African dating scene?
Just like the whole I know some Africans. You know what I'm saying? Like from like just back in the day, and like that whole. Like the parents are too like involved.
Yes.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's like if me and you dating, like our parents is like
they gotta know
that intertwined.
They're basically
our
dating
uncles
too.
and aunties is
they're
And so now like we done put 2 African families together, and like if we break up, now it's a world war. Like.
No, not necessarily.
It depends on how the breakup came about.
That's
and what
I'm looking into. Like I don't want to.
But you know, sometimes like you know, your parents see. For example, like when your parents got married and they were blessed to have children, I feel like God gave them a gift of sight. And they're able to see things we can't because they're far removed from the situation. Mm-hmm. And my mom saw something and I refused to listen to her and it ended up
Being right.
Yeah.
You know?
My mama ain't never been wrong, so I know your mama probably ain't never been wrong either. So you gotta listen.
Never.
My mama's been wrong.
we ain't gonna say right about a lot.
Moms be wrong, bro.
No.
Moms be hating for real.
Has your mama ever been wrong
About a woman?
about anything in life?
No.
I don't think my mama ever been wrong.
No, when it comes to like a partner, they are spot on about it. Like, no.
Yeah, moms know best. Even when moms know best. Even when she be like, "That's not your friend."
Yeah.
they were not.
Yeah.
So.
So, all right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and move into our petty chronicle, and we're going to give our guest the opportunity to tell us about a time where either you or someone else was petty.
Man, I don't know.
I've been trying to think about this for
Petty.
the whole time.
I feel like,
years,
I don't know. Petty?
Y'all ain't never done anything that was just like questionable.
I'm a very stand-up guy. Like,
Okay. After that.
Okay.
Nah,
I'm about to say,
Okay, but
Go
let
do
me
the-
ask you:
go
have
do
you
the
ever
facts.
have you ever ghosted somebody?
Oh yeah.
Petty, that's petty.
Yeah, okay.
That is very petty.
like petty towards women.
It doesn't have
Like,
to be towards
Come
women, just
on.
anything.
I'm saying, okay, so this is my thing with ghosting someone. I feel like if a
Tell
man,
the story.
it's not even a story. This
okay,
is just
okay.
a generalization for all the times when I ghosted someone.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah, it was a couple.
It happens
was more-
often.
yeah.
I ain't gonna say often, but it's happened more than once.
Okay.
But this is my thoughts on ghosting. So, how would you feel if a man straight up just called you on the phone and be like, "I don't like this, and this is about you, and I don't want to fuck with you no more."
We don't. First of all,
Thanks
you
for
don't have to.
telling me.
Yeah,
You don't have to
but
tell
you
me
don't
all
have to say
that.
like
You
that.
just tell
but-
me I don't want to fuck with you no more. We
I
can
don't.
just.
I don't think it's gonna work.
I don't think I
But
want
I
to fuck
think it
with you
depends.
either.
I think it depends on like the depth of y'all's relationship. Like if we're
Right.
just getting
Y'all
started,
don't mean- y'all don't mean
it is
that.
what it is.
No,
Y'all don't mean nothing y'all saying.
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
but-
Okay, let me keep it. But if someone really locked in, called me and told me no,
You know what?
that would kill me.
You know
I don't
what?
wanna hear
Your
from you
food
anymore.
really trash. I hate your makeup.
No,
Like,
keyword if we're locked in. But if we're locked
Yeah.
in, that's my boyfriend, and I feel like it's not. You're not just gonna call me and be like, okay.
Yeah,
I don't
there's
like
a
you,
way
we're
you're gonna
If
I
we're
feel
just
like
talking,
ghosting out of a relationship.
Yeah,
It's
We
insane.
ghosting. Like,
Ghosting doesn't happen in a relationship.
This is
Yeah.
Texas.
Somebody-
But no,
This is
there are
Texas
people that
stage.
ghost.
Ghosting
that
happens
ghost
in situationships and
Okay.
texting.
Texting.
It's
If,
not.
if somebody was to text me and just be, I'm not gonna lie, like at that point the feelings are probably mutual. So
Yeah.
I would rather you tell me. You don't have
Right.
to tell me everything you don't like because it can be.
Yeah.
We can get petty and I can do the same thing. I just be like, I
Then
just
you'll
don't
be
like-
lying. You be
But the
trying to
thing is,
one up them.
I think
You really
instead of-
fuck
No,
with 'em.
no.
No,
I
you
would
just
just
get
be
real
being
truthful.
honest. Yeah, like
I feel like I
don't-
get real-
I feel like your morning breath is trash. I feel like your stroke game
But
a
I'm
little
saying
weak.
you only said these
You're
things
getting
because I just called you because it wasn't weak
Like,
2 weeks ago.
I don't. It don't hold no weight.
the love
and my
allowed me
cooking
to
wasn't weak
tolerate
2 weeks ago. So now
Yes, it was. That's why we having this conversation
and your stroke game
today.
was too. So now
Yeah.
But y'all, I don't think men realize women actually tolerate
Take
a
a
lot.
lot.
Too
When it-
much, actually.
When it
too
comes to
much.
sex, we actually put up with a lot
Too
more than what y'all
much.
realize.
I believe it.
Yeah.
People don't be
Right.
just
You know
laying
what,
it
though?
down.
It's not
like
my
that.
portion,
but
you
I'm
know,
not gonna
some
lie, like
ladies.
I'm honest when it comes to stuff like that. Like I'm not faking nothing.
Yeah.
I'm
Especially
not,
if we're locked. I have to tell you, I
Yeah,
don't like
like, I
it.
Give me.
I'm taking a-
Just start saying boo like in the
Yeah.
minute.
Boo.
Boo. Like yeah.
I'm
Give me.
Are you done yet? Hurry up.
See how like.
When you fake sleep and then wake up again, like, oh shit, still
Yeah.
here.
I don't know. I think you can be nice about it.
No, you can be nice.
Yeah,
about
you
it.
can, but
what I'm
sometimes-
saying,
yeah.
back to the original question. Actually, the petty carnival. That's where we're supposed to
Yep.
be.
I mean, he said he ghosts.
I've ghosted before. I wouldn't say I ghost all the time, but
It's a
my
comfy deal.
ghosting is during this texting stage.
I feel like if I gotta text you first every day, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna wait till she texts me. She never texts me. Yeah, here we go.
Can I ask you a question? Wait. When did we start chasing y'all?
a text is not a chase.
That's how
That
it changed.
ain't- no,
That's not
are
a
you
chase.
trying? No,
You can't text me good morning?
Guys, hold on.
I didn't
know.
I didn't ask for a good
We be
morning.
texting
I
for a
didn't
good
ask-
morning.
That's
That's
what are you
wild.
saying?
I didn't ask for a good morning.
Good morning, King. You can't hit me with the good
No,
morning, King.
Grand Rising King.
No, not the Grand Rising.
Once in a while, yes, I
I feel
can.
like when we get to
Once
like
in a while,
when you
but
are very
it's not gonna
clear
be
your
everyday thing.
intentions, but in the beginning phase, you are courting me. Chase me.
Okay, I will
You're
say.
chasing.
Why would I only like girls who like me, so I don't chase.
And I feel that. So I will say,
we only talk if you like me.
in the beginning stages, for my experience, like I'm gonna text wherever you don't. Like, so let's say I'll get a text every day, and one day I don't. I'm just gonna text you, and it's not a big deal. Like, I'll just
You win.
That's what
like,
he's talking about.
You
That's what he's
win.
talking about.
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
for the most part, in the beginning, preliminary stage, you should.
I feel like when
know?
he's saying like I want a girl that likes you too, it's like sometimes when you get a girl number, y'all done take the stage, she's like real dry.
But we don't know if we like you yet because we're just in the texting stage. I don't know you like that to like you.
I don't. You don't have to like me. Let's converse.
But true. But
let's
also
converse
too,
like adults.
I feel like a lot of like men and women get stuck in that stage of talking and they don't ever leave it. Like there's no dates. It's just texting to sex. No. So how do I know you like me? You don't like me.
It just depends on if we like each other. I feel like the people who never. If I like you enough, then
y'all had sex with people y'all don't like. I feel like if I'm having sex with you, that's me telling you I like you.
No, that's not.
No,
because niggas stick their dick in anything.
From a man's perspective, it's different. Women,
not all
niggas who don't get none.
Not all niggas
stick it in anything. Niggas
I feel like I only have sex with women I can see myself having a kid with.
You only have sex with, but a lot of men they will. A lot of men will.
Yeah, a majority of men not getting like it's not available to them, so they are gonna have sex.
I know a lot of men pussy has no face, so y'all are gonna just lay in.
That's what I'm saying. Anything that's available to them.
But I'm
saying women that are of caliber. Yeah, that's only available to a certain caliber of niggas.
Because I know guys who are pretty like I would say popular, but they're like society acceptable, like they're attractive, tall, like guys who like they get women, and you're still fucking Tom, Dick, and Harry. Like it's like, or sorry, not Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Well, that's maybe the woman just wanting to feel something.
So it's not on the nigga that's okay. Again.
I'm saying, like y'all said, niggas is gonna fuck anything that's available.
Right.
I'm saying niggas of value aren't.
Right. I mean,
but I don't look at that as one person doing something to another person.
Right.
That's two people doing something together.
But I have to side with Quis a little bit because if I'm gonna be intimate with you, that means I like you. Yeah. I can see us like going somewhere. I'm not gonna just be intimate with everybody.
No, absolutely. I 100% agree.
Maybe like back when we were in our younger years.
Maybe 09, maybe.
Yeah, but like now that I'm
in
grown,
high school, maybe.
Come on now.
I've definitely not had.
You got some 09 stories, but it's 2024.
So. Oh no, go ahead and tell it. You guys still haven't done a petty chronicle.
You have not.
And we have to do this to move on. So
honestly,
matter of fact,
am I petty for not fucking with a girl because all her friends was ugly?
Wait, that's actually
if all your friends ugly, that say something.
Wait, that's not
like
true.
If you define this if you find and all your friends ugly. Come on now.
Okay, no. That's
very petty.
That's very petty.
But
that's kind of petty.
Because we can say the same for men. A lot of men be fine to have ugly friends too, and we still fool with you because we like you and like your friends are who like.
That's different.
That's a part of you.
Women choose their friends off looks.
That's not true.
This nigga ugly, but this is my partner. Like,
wait, what?
What?
But women choose their friends off looks. Like,
that's not true.
If you get a lot of niggas, we can be homegirls. Come on now.
Wait.
So if all your homegirls ugly and you the only find one?
Okay, so to answer your question, yes, that's petty.
Oh well, that's my petty. That's my petty chronicle.
But no,
that's my petty chronicle.
Why are you laughing? Do you know something?
No, for real.
He know me.
I know him.
You really think that? Well, I mean, I do know women that go off looks with their friendships, and you see how they.
80% of women go pick their friends off looks. If you not getting niggas, you don't bring no value to the friendship. That's how girls feel.
I didn't pick my friends off looks.
Yeah, we
you
just
in that
like
20%. I didn't say all. I never say all.
Then again, also at the same time, we don't like the same type of guys. So that whole, how do you measure that? We do not like the same kind of guys, but women, we don't like the same kind of guys. So like, how do you know like we don't get niggas?
All her homegirls probably think I'm ugly, huh? I'm tripping. Oh well.
I'm screaming.
Oh well.
You know what?
I'm screaming.
I know you could have came a little harder, but it's cool because you know what? It's so crazy because first of all, I want to talk about, if you don't want to, we don't have to, but like the origination of your name, because I don't know if you introduce yourself as. What you introduce yourself as?
He said Quis.
Okay, because
what's his real name?
Well, his handles is TB.
Oh yeah, TB Quis.
Yeah,
what's the TB?
Which it's so funny because I feel like we grew up in the same area. Like you grew up in DeSoto, I grew up in Cedar Hill. So like I know you from back in the Gap, and like literally like just the TB parties and like the shit that they used to throw and the shit they used to do. I don't know if you want to share what it stands for.
It's very simple.
What does TB mean?
The bros.
The bros.
That's
wow.
That's what TB means.
That's literally what it means.
Is it really?
My homegirl Noonie started calling us the bros because it's like literally like 6 of us. And we was like, that's all we had in high school. And like, it'd always be 6 niggas, 5, 6 niggas together.
I thought, did your name start off, did it mean something else before?
It never meant nothing else.
It never meant nothing else.
So look, so I'm gonna explain the origin.
There was a rumor what the actual name was, but go ahead.
I'm gonna explain the origination of the name.
I didn't even know it was a rumor.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, it was in high school. That's what we all knew it as. Like,
so what would y'all know the TB as?
This is off him. Go ahead.
Okay, so this was like 08. This was back when it was MySpace groups.
Okay.
So everybody had MySpace groups. So my partner Rich had a girlfriend named Noonie, and she went to Town View.
Okay.
So every time she'd like come over, she'd be with him, and she just like, then the bros, because we always be together. So we was like, we couldn't call ourselves the bros. So we just like,
saying Nick came up with
TB. And then Nick, and then my other partner Nick was like, we just start calling ourselves TB, like the bros,
that's
TB.
cute.
So we
TB.
should start calling ourselves TB, and then our names like.
Do y'all still go by the bros?
At first he was TB Ju.
I was TB.
He was TB Ju, and then I was TB Quis. But I still go by that.
Yeah.
I've been having the same name since 08.
No, you have. And it's so crazy because I used to thought it was Toss Bitches.
Toss Bitches.
That's what it was
Can you
rumored. In
imagine
high school, that's what it was rumored.
Toss Bitches.
In high school, that's what it was rumored. And I feel like nobody denied it. Because y'all.
I never heard that
You've never heard that.
I swear to God, I've never heard that.
I can see why.
Because I feel like that was a known thing. Like everybody
But I
knew.
feel like it was rumored and like nobody ever clicked. So I just thought that's what
we
it
were just the
meant.
bros. Like we just
wow.
Literally.
we really had too many friends. It was just like a real close. We was close knit like early junior year. Like
Really? And are y'all
Sophomore
still
year.
friends now?
yeah,
it's
still
us.
the same.
Oh, it's just y'all.
Yeah, it's
No,
like
it's
us. It's
six
like
of us.
it's like
Oh, I
about
love
6, 7 of us
that.
all
That's
together. Like
cute.
yeah, like.
Okay.
But it's just been the same. Since like 16,
We
like
just
15, 16.
transformed it into Boom Squad, my production team.
Yeah.
So
That's,
my
that's all
question
it
is
now.
like TB, right? How was like okay? So are they involved in what y'all do, like career wise, or
Yeah,
like?
I'm saying, like my production team now is basically TB, Boom
Yeah,
Squad.
like Boom
Really?
Squad. We
Yeah.
just made a record label out of
Yeah,
it
just
now.
make a
I
record
love
label.
that.
Man, he just turned TB into his record label because he already had Boom Squad before TB. So we just put them both together and we just go by Boom Squad now.
So I want to talk about like growing up in DeSoto to like where y'all are now. Like obviously, like y'all see a lot of Hollywood, y'all see a lot like what happens in the industry. Like how is that transition? Because DeSoto is very much like a suburb of Dallas, if you guys don't know, and it's very much like I feel like it's definitely like a lot of it's majority black. Honestly, same thing with Cedar Hill, it's majority black. So it's like growing up in an area where it's like okay, I see people who are like me to like being in industry, which I feel like it's not really black dominated. Maybe it is. I don't know.
I think DeSoto got the most black millionaires per capita for
It's-
any zip
I
code in
believe that.
Texas.
See,
I
you know
believe
what's
that.
crazy? So
I honestly think it's Cedar Hill, but
Cedar Hill is one of the top places for black people to live in that make money.
I think the most black millionaires.
It's
It's
DeSoto.
Cedar Hill, DeSoto area.
It's the both cities.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, to answer the question.
I feel like the industry and all that ain't none of that changed me. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't-
Really?
It's all
Really?
like I'm still DeSoto. Like
Yeah.
I'm still
Small town shit.
Like
People
did
say
the-
we not Dallas, so we a small town.
No,
So-
people say we're not Dallas.
My question is like making that transition. How was it like with like your family and friends? Like, did y'all have to cut people off? Like, how did y'all navigate them friendships
I don't know. See,
in this new area?
I've been knowing him
apart
since-
from TB.
I'm saying those are my friends for real.
Yeah.
Other than my family,
Okay.
you know, my
Hey.
family ain't going nowhere. That's like we
Right.
were talking about earlier, blood thicker than water. But I'm saying I've been knowing this man since 2006.
known.
I've known him longer than that, but I'm
Yeah.
saying us like really
Like,
hanging out.
like we
Yeah.
locked in now. Like
2006,
And
2007.
so, like, is it hard for you to like maintain friendships in like the industry, or like, do you really just lean on your core group?
that's a business.
I lean on
That-
my core group. Anybody that I met in the industry for real, I got a couple of actual friends I met in the industry, but for the most part, anybody that I met in Hollywood or Atlanta or New York, I know them people are only
Everybody got an agenda.
everybody got
Yeah.
an agenda. They only want me there because I'm LilJuMadeDaBeat.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
literally, that's the only reason I'm there.
Right.
And I come into the situation thinking like that. Like
Right.
I'm gonna come here and do my job and play these beats, and then when we gone, I might get your number. Like, bro, let's lock in, but we're not really finna lock in.
Same thing with
Really?
me. Somebody hit me up like, "What's up, Quis?" Or nothing. What's up with Lil Ju? Like, okay. Like, it's all. Just a
Put
business,
an ad
man.
on it next time.
Yeah.
Nah, just kidding.
Do you feel like
No,
you
not you.
have? Do you feel like you have like a signature like to your beats? Like, is there something that distinguishes you? Like,
I just like how the way my beats sound in general. Like I feel like nobody else make beats the way I do, and like a lot of Megan fans, like for instance, the Act 2 that we just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't put my tag in none of my beats, and her fans are still like, we know which ones you
Did you
did.
like?
Yeah.
Did you
I can hear it.
strategically did that?
I feel like it has
Okay.
that like almost like a Dallas soul to it. Like you could I don't know, it just feels
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know back in the day with like the
It's the-
D-Town
it's the
boogie and like
drums.
it's like a
That's
diesel.
the main thing. Like I want
Yeah.
people to dance to my music,
Right.
so I put that like I can't. when I first started making beats, the boogie movement was the thing.
You know what's so crazy? I asked somebody
That's
the other day if
interesting.
they knew who K-Bezo was, and they're like, no. I'm like, y'all don't remember K-Bezo?
How do y'all not know K-Bezo?
Bro, K-Bezo might be the most
Lil
famous
Ron
person in
Club.
Dallas history.
Bro,
What?
Most famous than Jerry
But
Jones.
it's funny that
bro.
I thought you were from Houston, and it's so
That's what everybody
it's so
thinks.
interesting.
That's
Though
what
now
everybody
you're
thinks.
from Dallas. It's like,
Well, I went to
Wow.
U of H, and I ended up just staying there.
I love
'cause
that.
at the time, 2010, 2011, like the Dallas music scene we didn't have Big X to plug.
Yeah.
right,
We didn't have
we didn't.
Yellow
What we
Beezy,
have
we didn't
now.
have,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We didn't have nobody. So I was like, if I want this beat stuff to work for me for real,
You gotta
get
I
it,
gotta
fellas.
stay in Houston. And I actually messed up at U of H. I got kicked out of school and everything. Had to come back here, go to Cedar Valley for a semester, and I just was like, I gotta get back to Houston. Like
Yeah.
I feel you.
being here in Dallas is not
So,
gonna work
okay,
out for
do
me.
you feel like it was like necessary for you to make that move, or do you feel like there was no way you could have did what you did in Dallas? Like,
No way.
Really?
No way.
Okay.
Is there limitations here? Like, what's going on? Like,
For
speak to
one, my mom and them.
Mhm.
Like, so once I got to school, I started smoking weed,
Mhm.
and I was like, I really just want to smoke weed and make beats. Like, that's all I want to do with my life, like literally.
I feel your mom.
And I was like,
Get serious.
no, you.
Hey,
Serious, please.
fast
I
forward
paid my
15 years.
fast forward 15 years, and I paid my mama house off smoking weed and making
True.
beats.
But the thing with our parents, they don't really see the long term.
And she was wrong.
Yeah.
She was wrong.
That was
Just-
the only time
just-
she ever been wrong.
That's and when you said that earlier, I was like, my mama been wrong one
One
time.
time.
That was the time when
Cause
she
I
was
remember
wrong.
the day. I remember the
They
day.
used to be getting on my ass, and now my dad like, so when you go give me the Corvette? And stuff like that. And I'm like, well, you remember when you unplugged the computer from the wall? You know what I'm saying?
I was
Like
there
that.
that day.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Unplugged because he was really not
I'm
messing
saying
with.
my
Bro, 'cause
parents did not believe in me.
We'll get out of school, and this dude would make beats for 7 hours straight, no homework, but he'll pass in school. But his mom like, you ain't working on school, you in there working on that computer.
Oh,
But like
You need to get ready for college.
But
Like-
think about this. They come from an era of like, if you didn't go to school, what were you doing next? You
Well,
know?
I mean, I was
So-
gonna go to school. That's the only reason I went to U of H, so I could get away from them.
Yeah.
So I could really go do what I
Focus on
wanted
what
to
you had
do,
to do.
but be away from them, but pretend like I'm going to school. So
Okay.
once I messed up at U of H, I had to come home, and then when I eventually went back, I paid for community college there.
he did a fake semester. at
I
school.
never stepped foot on the campus for real in Houston. Like literally, I paid for it out of my pocket. Well, that's the time I stepped up there when I paid for it out of my pocket, and I picked my classes on the first day of school. My alarm clock went off. I looked at it, turned it over, and went back to sleep. And I never pulled up to campus. Not one
But
time.
you know, I feel like more people have stories like that because crazy enough, we went to school with Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And I remember
We did not.
Yes, he
went
was-
to our school. I don't know if he went when we were there. Like, look,
he was there when we
When
were
you went to
there.
UTSA?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was
Yeah.
there and then he dropped out and went and pursued his
Yeah.
music career.
Because that's when T.I. found him.
Yeah.
T.I. found him when he was like
That's so
freshman.
crazy.
Yeah.
So okay, but back on that
Travis
same.
Scott our age?
Yeah.
He's already.
Graduated
Travis started
2010?
2010.
Oh,
Yeah.
2010.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then like his freshman year at UTSA, T.I. found him. And
T.I.
then, like,
found him.
And then he like dropped out. Like he did like a week
I
in
would have been gone
college.
too fast.
But on the same notion, I do want to ask, like, do y'all feel like it was hard to get, like, even like not just family support, like friend supports from being in Dallas, or do you feel like, you know what, I have to get out? And I'm asking because, like, obviously, I feel like when you start a business or when you do anything you're trying to take serious, I feel like your hometown doesn't really always support
Yeah.
you. Like even with us, I don't even know if our majority of our listeners are in Dallas.
Dallas.
Like I feel like they're
I feel like they're
everywhere.
all over the
outside.
place.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We
So-
actually have more listeners in Houston,
Houston,
than
that's
we
like
do
that.
it
That's
anywhere
crazy.
else. So
That's
I'm like,
crazy.
what do
Right.
y'all? What do y'all think?
So I made this one beat summer 2011, and once them niggas said when we would do the freestyle sessions, and we would be picking any beat, once them niggas was like, put on your beat,
We
we knew I was gonna make it. Like
we was
literally knew I
freestyling
was
off
gonna make it.
Kanye beats
You
for
know
a
what's
minute.
crazy?
I love that.
Okay, actually,
When we went from the Kanye beats to the Ju beats, we was like, all right, we done with Kanye beats. We
Yeah.
rapping on your
Right.
beats now.
It's crazy
Wow.
because I think I remember, and again, I remember Twitter was really big in that area. Like you know, I think like 08 to like 2012,
Yeah.
Twitter was really, really big. And I think I remember your first, like, I think. Talk
My beat
about like
tape-
when you first. No, I think
Oh,
your
with
first
Gucci?
big with Gucci,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
tweeting that. I was like,
I'm
oh my
saying
gosh,
the
that's
whole
so
Dallas
cool.
knew thought I was finna blow up.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, Say Cheese had posted it
Yes,
and everything.
yes. I remember that.
Before Megan stuff, I was already on
With
par
Gucci,
to be
yeah.
Right.
this. It just took a long time after because
Right.
Gucci went to jail.
Yeah.
So after that, it was like the
Damn.
long little stagnant, like 5 years. Like I'm still trying to figure it out, and then you know what I'm saying.
But
Megan
I'm glad
came
you kept
along.
going
So
because
then-
look where
I'm
you're
about
at
to say,
now.
he was almost 10, 17 Ju.
Yeah, I was
So
almost
okay, but what happened? Like, how did he?
Yeah, so
what-
how'd
how
you
did he
pick a-
discover you? Like, talk about that a little bit.
So Turn Me Up Josh, RP to Turn Me Up Josh. That's my
Yeah,
boy from
RP,
Houston. He died during COVID or 2021.
During COVID, yeah.
So bro is from Houston. Like I said, I went to U of H. I have a lot of Houston friends. He was an aspiring engineer and producer, and some of my Houston friends just like made that connection with me and him. Me and him not actually met before that time, but we'd be like on contact on Facebook. I mean, not Facebook, but Instagram and Twitter. So one day he randomly tweeted, "I'm finna be in the studio with Gucci producing 10 beats." I'm the first person to respond to the tweet.
Yeah.
I sent him like 5 or 6 beats, and then he DM'd me and was like, "Bro, what's your number?"
Wow.
He called me. He's like, "Bro, I'm really finna be in the studio with Gucci. Bro, send me like 25, 30 more beats. I'm gonna play them when he get in here." So I'm like, all right, bet. I just go bounce up down a whole bunch of beats, send him 20, 30 beats. Maybe like 3 or 4 hours later, he called me back. And he the only partner that was not in my crib, but all the rest of my partners was in my crib.
That's the only moment I've missed.
The only moment he's missed, because that's when I was living in Houston.
But we was on FaceTime.
Yeah, we was on FaceTime. So turned me up, Josh, maybe like 3 hours after we had the phone conversation and whatnot. He called me back. He was like, "I'm finna send you the song." He sent me the song. The first thing Gucci say on the song is "Ay, ay, ay." I start crying. All my partners start running around the room, like running around the house like I just won the championship.
Yeah.
Like it was so crazy.
Gucci, like,
Yeah,
No, it's Gucci.
and I'm saying
Gucci, like
that was
Oh,
wild.
this was
That's
Gucci
what-
before he went to
Yeah.
Spain.
So
that was prime time.
before that, I ain't gonna say I was discouraged, but I was kind of discouraged because I'm
Right.
like, I done already messed up at U of H. I done already
Right.
did all this for this shit, and then that happened, and then it was just like a light bulb just went off in my head. Like, this is what I'm supposed to
Like,
do.
we
with my
here.
life. Like, like
So I have
this.
a question. Like, could you see yourself? Like, you see how like DJ Khaled like would make albums for people. Could you see yourself doing something like Gangsta Grills and all that?
Oh yeah, no,
Could you see yourself doing
it's
something like that?
that's coming. It's just like the industry and stuff is so much different now, and it's
Yeah.
like I'm meeting people, I'm making relationships, but it's hard to like make the relationship with other artists that I have with Megan, because me and Megan came up at the same time. We would
Right.
be at the same studio every day
Right.
and just working, but getting in the room with an artist that you don't know and trying to make that connection on the first time y'all meet,
Right.
and y'all probably not gonna have another session,
Yeah,
or y'all might
both
have
gotta
one or
fake
two.
it for 5 hours.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It'd be hard to like make that connection.
Yeah.
And a lot of artists be on their high horse.
Right.
I like the artists that come in and embrace me, like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Just cool down. to
you know,
earth.
it's cool
Yeah.
down to earth, and I play beats and like, oh, this shit fire, like pull that shit up. But it's be a lot of just artists on their high horse, uppity or peaky.
It be some rappers be like, "Hey, the producer got to leave the room." Like,
Yeah,
I don't want you in here while I'm
that didn't
rapping.
happen before too. That didn't only happen like once or twice, but that didn't happen.
Like, you got to
before,
sit
too.
outside the room until I'm done, bro.
Really?
So I guess that's how you kind of made your relationship with Meg. Y'all just kind of vibed, like when you So how did she even discover you? Like what?
I wouldn't say she discovered me, because
Or how did you guys find each other?
all of our first is I was
Okay,
the,
the
you know what I'm
same.
saying?
Okay.
It was the-
So how
it
did
was
y'all find each other?
I was like I said, I was already, the Gucci shit had already happened. I'm already LilJuMadeDaBeat in Houston. Like
Right.
I've already worked with
So you already
All the top.
Paul
Credit
Wall,
notoriety.
Zero,
Sauce
I'm
Walker.
already like Sauce Walker. I'm already Lil Ju in Houston. So
Yeah.
Megan's manager T Ferris, he would go up to this studio called DSD1, and I would be at the studio every day, and he would just tell me. I met T Ferris in 2012. Megan didn't come along until 2017. So me and T Ferris is like, you know what I'm saying, doing it for that long, but. He would just always tell me, "Stay down, little bro. Stay down, little bro.
Right.
It's gonna be your turn eventually." Because
Aw.
June the Genius, that's one of my producer friends. He made "Quis to the Streets" by Lucci and "Every Day We Lit." So
Every day we live.
2016, 2017, he blowing up.
He the number one producer.
He the
in
number
Houston.
one producer in Houston. He moves to Atlanta. So now it ain't no number one producer in Houston no more, and it's
Yeah.
like.
Who gonna take
Who
it?
gonna take it? I was just like,
Fuck it.
it's my turn. And then what you about to say?
So I have a question too with that, right? Like, how do you handle, like, for example, like you're locked in with like a lot of artists. Like, how do you handle like if like artists might have like some like scruffs, like, you know, little riffs?
That's kind of like with my artist now and one of my other artists. Like, they had a little beef situation going on, but I'm like, bro, I told both of them to come to the studio at the same time. Like, if y'all both want to work with me,
We gotta get this.
we
Yeah,
gotta
paper.
get this together. Like,
Okay.
we ain't finna do none of that. Like,
Right, I feel
let's
that.
get this. You know what I'm saying?
It's one goal, bro. Just take
Yeah,
care of
one
your
goal.
family,
That's it.
and just because people not putting on a suit, people don't look at it as a job. But
Yeah.
like, this is how people feed their family. Like,
this is my job for real.
Right.
like if he don't sell no beats next week, well, I'm gonna stay. So it's like that. Like,
Speaking of this being like your livelihood, so I want to know, because you are Grammy nominated.
winning.
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 Excuse me,
He
Grammy
won.
The Grammy is at the crib
The
on the
Grammy is
fireplace.
there.
Okay.
It's on the fireplace. I can.
So How do you feel like that's like peak for your career? Like that's like, okay, you know what? I've already made it. Like this is what I wanted to do. Or do you feel like there's still like levels to climb?
So I have new goals, but it's so crazy that I reached all my goals that I had at first. So sometimes I'll be feeling like, man, I didn't did everything, but I know I haven't. So that's why I still wake up every day like I ain't did nothing. Like I still wake up and go to my studio and get on my computer every single day.
Right.
I'm not gonna hold you. If I work with Beyonce, it's done. Like,
it's like I feel that, but I will want the Grammy for me and Beyonce single, not for because I helped work on the album.
Right.
Like I mean. The Constellation Grammy is cool. Like
It's still a Grammy.
I'm still a Grammy award-winning producer, but you know what I'm saying? Like
it's for another song.
But to me, I'm not gonna lie, that reminds you like who you are in your position, and like there's just so much more you can accomplish.
Yeah.
So if you can get Megan, you can get Beyonce, you can probably get Kanye, you can get
we know Beyonce
I had
picked
one
this beat. So
look, I had one on Vultures One, the Everybody, the one with the
he made that.
I made that beat, but it didn't come out because they didn't get the sample clear. But you know, they was like previewing it everywhere when they was first doing the Vultures. I literally made the Timbaland hit me up, and I literally made that beat.
But that's what I was wondering. So how does that feel? Like you think that your beat's gonna make an album, and then it don't.
More beats don't make tapes than do. It's probably 70-30.
But it's also in my that's usually how it is for other producers. But in my experience, I only be having one song with people and it come out. Beyonce, Thick, that's the only song I had with Beyonce, and it came out. People got 100 songs with Beyonce, and don't none of them come out. I had one song with Lil Baby. It came out on his album. I had one song with Lil Durk. It came out on his album like every time.
But how was it hearing that when you first heard the song? Like on all these people's album, like, or did you know prior to, like, okay, this is gonna be on there?
Oh yeah, I beat her. I beat her. Like when it's getting recorded, I'm in the studio.
So you're
no. But I'm saying, how do you know that? Like, how do you feel after it got picked? Like after the song got picked, and you finally hear the album drops, and you finally hear it, you're like, oh shit, like,
you're on the project.
That's what I do every day. It ain't not even saying it like that. Not even saying it like that. But I'm saying Megan did so much.
Yeah.
And without us needing Beyonce or you know what I'm saying, obviously you need Beyonce a little bit, but you know what I'm saying.
A lot of shout out Beyonce.
Me and Megan have been on the radio. We done got a gold record. We done got a platinum record. We done been Grammy nominated with just me and her. So
number one on Billboard.
Unless it's Michael Jackson, number one on Billboard with hits. Unless it's Michael Jackson, because that's my favorite artist. But
Bruno Mars.
You know what I'm saying? If I get some with Bruno Mars, then it'll oh my God, Bruno Mars. But I'm saying anybody other than that, I done already did it like with one of my closest friends. So it's like, I mean, I would love to do it with.
Because it's literally the talks we had like junior year. Like
I'm saying 2 Chainz was my favorite rapper back then when I first started making beats. I call 2 Chainz right now. He
First
ring. The phone.
First ring.
He gonna answer the phone.
Lil Ju
right now.
Lil Ju.
No, I'm just kidding. I love 2 Chainz.
Me too.
But
so it's like that. Once I got to that, it was like all the other stuff is cool, but I'm saying like I could call Juicy J people that I actually looked up to and was like, I want to be like them when I grow up. I literally, I'm saying I can call Pimp C is my favorite rapper that's over 2 Chainz.
Right.
Obviously 2 Chainz is a lot, but Pimp C, I can call Shannara, Pimp C wife, I can call her on the phone right now. Wow. And she gonna send the Pimp C stems.
He got a Pimp C song.
Oh wow!
In the vault.
Wow.
Pimp C vocals in the vault.
So I have a question. What advice would you give like someone that's up and coming that wants to like drift into the like DJ era?
You gotta want it. You gotta want it for real. Like this ain't. It took me 10 years to get. You know what I'm saying? My first real steps.
But never give up though.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
And I feel like that applies to
because if he would have gave up after the Gucci shit, he would have never.
Like,
because you got to think he was on a high.
Yeah.
He didn't even finish the story, but Gucci called him. Heard Gucci voice say, "Hey, I'm about to fly you to Atlanta in 2 or 3 days. I'm about to sign you." Mm-hmm. And then the next day, Gucci go to jail.
Damn. So in that moment, like, how did you even like really just lock in? Because it's just like obviously when it happens to a lot of people, you can really get discouraged and just like, okay, fuck it. Like
I didn't get discouraged because Gucci Mane rapping on my beat. So if Gucci Mane like my beats,
somebody else
like we been saying this whole time. As soon as everybody hear them, they gonna be going crazy. Gucci did it, so I'm like, oh well, I need to go figure out how I can get over here. Go figure out how to get over there. Yeah, I'm still thinking about Gucci right here. Like, man, that's an opportunity. I still think about that right now. I'm like, if I would have went to Atlanta if I would have just dropped everything and went to Atlanta in 2013. I might have not did everything what I did with Megan, but I would have still been
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just
It
would
was
happen
gonna
a
happen
little sooner.
Right.
But good thing it happened when it happened, because if it would have happened when we was young,
I would have blew out my money.
yeah, we wouldn't be right here today.
Right.
Literally not.
Yeah.
Niggas blew up when they was 28, 29. With
Yeah,
some
and now
sense.
we're like,
That's after you done everything.
yeah, niggas had some sense and got millions. At
Yeah,
28,
now we're grown. We know how
29.
money works.
So-
Yeah.
We really never talked about this though, really.
You want to?
That's really my passion in life. Like my
DeSoto?
city. Like,
Do y'all
niggas,
give back?
Niggas talk down on my city,
Do
bro.
y'all
but-
give
No,
back
people
to
talk down on
DeSoto?
city
Like,
all the
y'all
time.
do you hold like charity events? Like,
Like, how
what's
often
up?
do you even come home?
I mean, I bought a house out here, so
Okay.
I'll be
We here.
here
You
half
be
the
here.
year.
Really?
Like,
Oh, wow.
I pay taxes in Texas. Like,
Oh, wow.
I'm
Vote in
still-
Texas.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still
So you never feel
I'm-
like you can be a permanent like resident of like LA,
No.
New York,
Hell
Atlanta,
no.
No, I just got an apartment there, and I go there when I
whenever
feel
you
like
need
it.
to.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel that.
Even
No.
the majority of my stuff there, but I don't like being in LA. Like
The food bad.
So you rather just be here? It's better for the food.
It's home.
Oh yeah.
The food is horrible.
here
in
or
LA.
Houston, like I don't
Yeah.
want to be in LA.
Okay, well, let's talk about DeSoto.
What brought y'all together apart from TV? Them
What brought us
boys.
together, really, my partner Josh. We had a common friend. Like for the longest, we had like the common best friend. Like my closest partner and his closest partner, but for like 2 years. But I never said a word to this nigga. Like
I didn't
I didn't know this nigga.
And
But
the
we
fact
had
that
like
you're
the
now
same best
managing
friend
him,
for like
wow.
2 years. And one day my partner didn't come to school, so it was just me and this nigga.
Yeah, I walked over because I was walking with them to the bus after school, and I walked over there, bro, in this school.
We
and
was
I'm
like, bro, we probably said words to just said, damn, Josh didn't come to school today. You're like, nah. So now we talking to each other like, shit, what's up?
We might well keep walking.
We might as well keep
walking
being
like
cool with
this.
each other. Like,
Why are
But-
men are so interesting with friendships? Like, that's funny. If that never happened, y'all probably would have never like talked.
Yeah. Growing up in DeSoto, how do y'all feel like that kind of prepared you for like
It
just
didn't
in
prepare
a,
me for nothing.
nah, nah.
Really?
DeSoto ain't prepared
Yeah,
for
DeSoto ain't
nothing.
shit,
Really?
but it's
I'm
zip
saying,
code.
so I was kind of, I feel like being in DeSoto, if I was only in DeSoto, I would have been sheltered. Like, because the rest of my family went in DeSoto, and I'd be over there with them, it made it to where when I got to Houston and I'm around the, you know what I'm saying, in Houston, I'm comfortable. But had I just been in DeSoto, only living in just a straight DeSoto life, it wouldn't have prepared
So
me for
okay,
nothing.
I feel like growing up again and again. The reason why I'm bringing it up because it's black suburban. So I feel like it kind of like before I went to DeSoto, I went to like all white school. So I feel like being around like my people.
I ain't
like,
never
being-
went to school. Well, in elementary.
Well, DeSoto was
In my elementary, I was
in first
only,
grade.
like,
In
only
first
black
grade,
person.
DeSoto was all white people, and it was like 3 black kids.
No,
Really?
my school was.
Yep.
I was the only black kid in my school when I was in elementary. So like we were the only black kids in my. Yeah, so like going to Cedar Hill where everybody's black, I was just like, oh, like this is.
It's
It
lit.
was a culture shock for me, but I was like, actually, this is lit. And then you start figuring like, okay, these people are like me. I can speak the same language. I feel like that definitely prepared me for like, okay, like to know like this is your people. Like it's really like just being prepared to like go to the future, go in like in the future, just be like, okay, you know what, I want to stay with black people. Like obviously, I feel like it's good to like culturally intermingle.
That's
but
how
like,
it was with my college. Like, so initially I wanted to go to Texas Tech, and then when I went out there and visit, I only saw like 3 black people, and I knew two of them already. And so I'm like, when I go to U of H to visit U of H campus, I'm like,
It was like, oh,
it was U of H is still a PWI, but
it's in the hood.
TSU is
Yeah.
right there, like
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
in
yeah.
walking distance. So I'm like, I'm gonna go to U of H, but I'm gonna be over here at Hump Day
Yeah.
at TSU, and that's
Right.
literally how I did it.
we didn't have that
that's so,
luxury.
yeah. I mean, I don't know, because I went to school in Louisville, and that was a very, white town. But I'm Nigerian. So, like, I was around my people all the time. So, like, going to
I
that
was
school to me
not.
was like, okay, this is just commercial break.
Yeah.
I'm around, I'm around black people
Girl.
all the time. So, it's like, I never
sure.
really needed to check,
I feel like
I didn't want to.
I don't know. I feel like that's a little different for me because it wasn't like I'm around them people like once a month, if that. You know what I mean? Because
Oh,
at the
yeah.
meetings and stuff. But like, there's
we went to,
night.
like, we were always around. So, it's like, to me, I felt like
Yeah,
I was always around my people. And then
Yeah, I
also,
know.
too, at Louisville, all the black people congregated together. So, it's like, it's just us and them. So,
No.
it was a different experience, though. I'm not going to lie. I always wish I went to like a.
So was
HBCU.
Louisville like the school you see on TV? Because I feel like white high school is like we got the popular jobs.
That's why
we
I
got
went-
the-
Yeah, that was Louisville.
I'm
That
saying
was
black school.
Louisville.
It is
Transfer.
not like
Yeah,
that
that
at all.
was Louisville. Yeah, definitely. And all the black people were cool. So like, by default, we were popular. But yeah, that was Louisville. It was the school. What you saw on TV, that was our school.
yeah.
We had school shoot oh my god,
school shooting.
Like we had calm down. We didn't have
school fights, right?
Wait,
shooting.
It's not even school shooting. Like we had students get killed by their dad. Like we had stuff happen at our school.
Oh, we had students get killed by other
Degrassi
students.
type stuff. Yeah, we had all
that.
that. Yeah, it was kind of scary.
A nigga in my neighborhood killed his little sister. I remember that.
Okay, y'all, we're going very
I'm just saying that we experienced a lot of things that you see on the news and stuff at my school. I talk to people and they're like, we never had those issues.
I always talk about that, bro. The news, Dallas news be crazy, but I've been saying in Dallas since 2000. I ain't never seen nothing wild with my own.
I haven't either.
I ain't never.
Even when I be seeing the stuff that happened in Deep Ellum,
wild shit that be
when I see the stuff that happened in Deep Ellum, I'm like,
I ain't never been around with no.
I don't know where I live, y'all. I hear gunshots.
I done been shot at before,
it's around.
Other than that,
you just get numb to it.
We been shot at several places.
Yeah, niggas get shot every day. But I ain't never seen no wild shit happen to other people.
Like that. Yeah.
I don't know why y'all are normalizing that. Stop acting like that's normal.
Niggas get shot at. Literally, niggas get shot at every day.
No,
it's not normal, but it's normal in America.
That's not normal, but niggas get shot at. It's a nigga that got shot at just now, probably.
Literally,
somewhere.
I mean, look on the Citizens app. What's one? This will wrap it up here. What is one thing you wish you knew before entering into the music industry? One thing.
I ain't got no answer. He brought me with me. So
I feel you.
I never thought I was gonna be here. So
really?
The fact that he here, I never had no passion in music. Like my whole thing was video games. Like
you could have been a gamer. You still can.
Oh, I still am. When I leave here, guess what I'm finna go do? Play the game. And then one day, when he got his deal, he was like, "Hey, bro, I don't trust other niggas.
I want you to come with me.
You got to figure this shit out."
Oh, wow.
I still remember we was sitting in the living room because we stayed together in Houston. Nigga said, "Bro, you got to figure this shit out. I'm finna get this bread. If you want this shit,
come with me.
You gotta. I'm just not gonna give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out something." Mm-hmm. And from doing the parties back in the day, I already had connections. I know 1 million people from Dallas, Houston, other cities. I was like, fuck it. So I just started being his road manager. If I know a nigga in Miami, I need to get this nigga a club. Hey,
reach out
I got Ju in the city. What's up? Hey, bring him through.
Wow.
And nigga in Houston, I got Ju in the city. I can do that for just about any major city in Texas, and not Texas, but
the U.S.
We're really all around. Just shoot a text. I got Ju in the city. Can he come through? Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
And that's just from niggas know we was throwing the biggest parties back in the day.
Yeah.
What we did, nobody ever. Niggas tried to duplicate. Ain't nobody ever sold out hotels. We bought a whole hotel.
Well, didn't y'all have a pool party one time?
All that was combined into the same thing.
All that combined.
The hotel pool
the way it
party.
happened, we couldn't find a place to throw a pool party. We just wanted to throw a pool party so bad. And my partner is, I wish he was here. That nigga called me one day. He's like, "Hey, bro, I found us a place to throw a pool party, but we gotta sell hotel rooms." I'm like, "What that mean?" He was like, "Bro, we can have a pool party. We can have a pool party at a hotel, but we gotta have at least 25 rooms reserved to reserve it." I was like, "Fuck it, let's set the hotel rooms." So I said, "Fuck, we finna have a pool party. If you want a hotel room, it's an extra $100. You good?" When we sold out 25 hotel rooms in one day, I was like, "Shit, call the hotel so we can get some more."
Really?
The hotel gave us 50 more.
Hotels
Sold out
be
50
doing
in
that?
another day. So I was like, "Damn, we got 75 hotel rooms booked up in a pool party. See if they can give us 20 more." 20 more.
Yeah, y'all have
We
to
done sold out 300 hotel rooms. Now we having a pool party at a hotel. And now after the pool party, now we got the whole hotel. It's 300 hotel rooms.
So we definitely want to thank you guys for joining
for sure. Appreciate
us. We would love to have you back. Unfortunately, we ran out of time. But thank you guys for tell our girl we said hey. But anyways, tell our girl we said
and
hello.
Where can people find y'all on Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, wherever that
I
be?
am LilJuMadeDaBeat on everything. Anything is LilJuMadeDaBeat.
And I'm TB Quis, TBQUIS, Instagram, Twitter.
And do y'all have any projects we need to be looking out for?
Well, Megan's Deluxe just dropped, so that's the newest stuff. But we got our writer Michi. She in the cut. She writing a lot of big hits for artists. So we got we can have something drop tomorrow. You never know.
Nice.
We got a lot of stuff in the vault. So just be on the lookout.
Definitely, we would definitely love to have y'all back. Guys, I hope y'all really enjoyed this episode. It was a great conversation.
Before we go, can y'all follow Elza DJ too? ELZ
Oh yeah.
THE
You want to come in the camera?
DJ.
You good?
My dog on the other side of the camera, but follow him ELZ THE DJ.
Yes.
All right.
And guys, make sure you follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter at Petty Party Pod. Make sure you submit your motos to us at pettyparty12814@gmail.com. And we really hope you enjoyed this episode because I know I did. Speaking with Dallas natives is always a pleasure. But it's your girl, Colette, signing out. Holla.
Bye, y'all. It's your girl, Champagne Chris. Peace.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Give me a P. Give me a E. Give me a T. T. Y. I'm petty all the time.